Hello. Hello, everyone. Just give me a single second. All right. There we go. In the live channel. Hello. Hi. It is a day today. We are just gonna chill and kind of do whatever. Assuming the cat does not turn off my computer. Hello. Dude, why are you spamming? There's no reason for that. Minecraft, yes. Minecraft, of course. It's always Minecraft. Minecraft is best. I'm kind of debating on actually working back on the hole again. But there's a number of other things I also should do today. So for instance, one of the things I was working on the other day was spawn and starting prepping that for the next shopping district area. So I think, hey BB, I think that's one of the first things we're gonna do. Apparently my dice are toys. According to the cat. Move my phone. There we go. Hi there, everyone. Hello. No. It's been a minute since I've done one of those videos, though. I kind of miss the spooky videos. Might do one for Halloween. Who knows? Yeah, no, fun fact actually about me. I've been playing since before the game officially launched for release. Infidev. Those are the good old days of Minecraft. Okay, cat. The cat is making me nervous. For reference, she's on top of my computer, and that is, like, directly on top of the cooling hardware. And also directly next to the power button. So that's fun. Okay. I'm sorry. You were next to the power button, cat. Oh, I'm actually likely to have to go back to base. Oh wait, I think I have dirt in here, don't I? One of these. There it is, dirt. I'll be right back, everyone. Alright, we are back. I apologize. Okay. You know what's actually funny about that comment still, though? Is the fact of if you had said it later in the video, I probably would have believed you. Mostly because of the way these trees are, and I kind of forget that I'm the one who made them that way. Pretty consistently. Is my hair naturally red? No. I wished. Nope. It is a color I like, though. I mean, I am. Just my hair isn't naturally red. I'm just gonna go back to mining after killing zombies. Really? I don't think these zombies get it. Oh, it's skeleton. Okay, it's just killing itself. I have thorns. Doesn't really affect me at a certain point. Next, Rose. Stone. Stone is fun. Stone is fun. It's water. Probably one of the grossest substances on the planet. Water. I need this. I don't know why I was opening and closing the chest consistently. Waiting for doctor. Okay. Thank you for your skeletal death. All right. Oh, hey, lapis. Granted, at this point, I don't need it, but it's there. Thank you for redeeming first today, Ryo. Hope you've had an amazing day so far. All right. Where's the kitty cam redeem? It's not coming. There will be no kitty cam. At least not for redeem. slowly filling out sections. Alright, we're gonna... That works. Not quite what I was expecting, but it works. I also just realized I forgot to do the one thing that is mandatory anytime anyone says merp.
Merp, 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 merp.
There we go. That's the wrong block. That's a cave. Okay. We're gonna pretend that cave doesn't exist. There we go. Okay. Alright. That... Are we nearing completion? No. Nowhere near completion, unfortunately. Alright. Yay! Only about another 1,000 to go. Carry on to carry on. When I say I ruled the world, I'm gonna break 'em down. I say yeah, yeah, yeah. Say no. Say go, go, go. All right. Yippee! Okay, that works. Think next thing I'm gonna work on is the automatic sugarcane, which I should technically have enough materials for. Oh, this is all gonna have to be replaced. Oh no. Alright, so with this design, since this is technically a plugin that's made to make sugarcane slightly easier to get, we need a couple things. Pistons. We need repeaters. Dust. We need some of the torches. That should be fine. For at least the base of it. We're also gonna need a dispenser. We're gonna need a lot of these. And I wonder if an observer would trigger it because it gives out a pulse. I need quartz. Oh, I have that in abundance. It's okay. Quartz is not a big deal. Okay. So then I need cobblestone, which again, not a big deal. And the fun part with this is, it, again, really should only update the thing whenever it actually grows. Which means that's wrong. That's backwards. There we go. So, hypothetically, if we just quickly go over here to our farming setup and grab some sugarcane, which is right here. Oh, right, water. Duh. And actually, it doesn't even need to be right there. Fun part about all this is I have ice. Somewhere. I don't remember where. Not that one. I will be organizing some stuff fairly soon, as I keep losing everything. Joke's on me, I had ice. I don't know what happened to it. Well, shoot. Alright. I mean, I saw I had a bucket somewhere, so... Ah, water. Okay. So it does require... Okay. So that works. And it'll still work, even with the one redstone. So that's nice. Okay. So keeping that in mind, the goal is now... with this... I'm thinking about just expanding this. I do kind of have a wonder, though. If I destroy those blocks there. No. Okay. That answers that question. Hold up, I have a different idea. If, because that block is now hollow, does that then mean that we can just take this water, so the answer is no. That's disappointing. Okay, so keeping that in mind then, that would mean that all it would take is that right there. Yeah. That works wonderfully. And what's even better is this could work as a... as long as there's... Yeah, there's enough water. And this will also work as the buffer to push into the hopper. Which my guess is it would actually end right about here. Yeah, okay. So that means that when we do this, that right there will be the hoppers. And more glass. Only downside... Well, no, there's no downside to this. Yeah, this can work. Okay. I'm just overthinking it. Basically, as long as there's redstone that I can place, it should be fine. Or at least that's what I'm guessing. Because we're going to want those chests running right here. And then that hopper flows directly in. So when we place that in there, yep, it should just go into the chest, which it does. And just in case, we're gonna go ahead and place a second one. Wonderful. Okay. And then the fun thing with this is I'm actually going to run a clock because dispensers. Which also means that I should now have a bunch of string. And or bows. I have a lot of bows. I can choose to use all these bows. They're broken, but they work. Probably should also get a grindstone. You know, for the levels. Alright. Stone. Okay, and I don't have sticks, but I can make them. It's funny because the recipe is like, I don't think you have the materials. Meanwhile, me, I actively have the materials. Alright. Since I need some repeaters for the clock. Very simple redstone clock. Okay. It works. Cool. So that's not an issue. Is glass a full block? No, it is not. Alright. Okay, dokie. Okay. Alright. So that will make the last of what I need for the observers. So let's be honest, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, exactly 6. Wow. Actually, nope. That's the wrong placement for that. Alright, and now we want to get all the wood available. Apparently I'm missing the cobblestone. Joke's on you. I don't ever miss cobblestone. Alright. And now... for the dispensers. Okay. That's more bows, and hopefully I get enough XP off these. Not nearly as much as I was hoping for, but it works. I only need 2 more. There's only one issue with this that I could genuinely see being a problem, but I want to test it. Yeah, that might be an issue. So, I thought about this, and honestly, I could just move these to the other side and just... yeah, that actually sounds better. Since I still need the water anyway. That actually makes more sense. Just 1 short. Maybe 2 short. Okay, that's lovely. We'll figure it out. Okay, dispensers will go over here. Okay, that's wonderful. Part I'm concerned about is going to be how to refill those as time goes by. Because, yeah, I can redstone this. It's not an issue. But, like... how is this gonna work? Because typically the way this farm would work is it's dispensers on either side of the sugarcane. However, hopper next to the other, it'll transfer over. Yeah. Yeah, that could work. I do wonder, though. Well, let's try it out. Hold up. If we just make again, a simple clock. It's not doing anything with the dispensers. Okay, cool. What if... aha! I mean, good news is it's, you know, it's doing things. Thing is, it's not doing what it needs to. So, okay. Also, hi Alex, how you doing? Doing alright, just on call with someone at the moment, waiting for them to get off work. Fair enough. That is fair. Very confused about this. It's something to do with the way the redstone works. Some stupidly complex mechanism, I promise. That should not be powering that. But let me guess. It's also somehow powering. No, it's not. What the heck? That's not supposed to happen. Astrid is cozy as well. Nice! Okay, so since the redstone is triggering either way... Okay, that's not what I want. I want the constant triggering. Okay, oh, hold up. I wonder. Is it possible, since I know, right, that you can plant sugarcane. I think at least you can plant it directly on one of the dirt paths. I might be wrong on that, but if that does work, that should be able to have... That's what I need. Then we should be able to just... Oh, I can't. Okay. So that's annoying. And it's not like I can just glass this underneath or anything, because that either way is giving off a pulse. That's so weird. Since this doesn't trigger anything. We'll come back to this later. It's getting figured out eventually. Either way, I need a bunch of paper. Yeah. I unfortunately do think I'm going to end it here. I'm not feeling great today, so we are going to end it early. I apologize for ending it early, but tomorrow we have Hollow Knight Silk Song again, and next week we're doing SevTech Ages as well, for those of you who really enjoy that stuff. And on that note, thank you. And on that note, we are going to go ahead and go over to Twitch and raid out. Oh, Supasaurus is live. We will raid them out. That's who we'll raid out to. Control C. If you have not already, whenever we do this, go send them a follow, please. They're probably one of my best friends over on the Twitch scene. Yeah, let's go show them some love. And until then, I shall see y'all later. Bye!